All right, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League Channel Uno, and I'm Palidore. Thanks for joining us here on the channel. Co-casting with me tonight will be JG, the JG, and here on the stream, well, we've got some Master Tier play with the Kangos as well as Anomaly. JG, what's up? How's it going?
What is up is this amazing matchup. I mean, I saw this, had to get it. Thank you, Sir Dimway, for reminding me that there's a lot of great matchups coming on tonight. There's going to be a little bit more coming on VRML 2 as well. We got a few Cast My Matches redeemed, and if you want to do that as well, 15K on here, as Aiden did, actually. Appreciate that. It's always nice to cast your guys' match whenever we do get to it, but a really nice matchup against some teams that have been here since, oh god, the start of VRML, I'd say. Maybe Anomaly's a little bit younger, but both teams have been here for a while. They've been matched up a few times together, so it's curious to see how everything's going to be played out, and especially seasons after seasons. Well, a couple seasons, you can see the updates, the progressions, and see how these teams are going to be playing out. So I'm curious to see how these two teams are going to be performing tonight.
Which is to say, yes, good matches all around here tonight. So on our schedule tonight, we have ourselves, obviously, Kangorillaz versus Anomaly. Following this one, we're going to have Bangarang versus Corrosion, another explosion of a game, definitely. We'll be following Bangarang also to play against, let's see who it was, Los Angeles Destroyers, and then finally, oh, just realizing I didn't schedule it quite yet, but finally, later in the night, we'll have Odyssey versus Dallas, Texas Fan Club. So I'm going to put my name down there as well. And send the ping, so that's not for a couple hours from now. So, that said, thank you everyone for joining here on the stream. Good to be back on Channel 1. See Boston, Dragon. You guys see that dragon-like mosquito that's poking at my face right now? Staring it right in the eye. Boston, what's up? Dragon Slayer Clouds, Pyro Games UK, Super Buddy. Hello. Millie Dash, YOLO Man. We're ready to go, man. Pretty soon, I think. And yeah, so with that, we had some successful venue streams also earlier on in the day. That's exciting capper of a match with Team Gravity and Aj, handing them their first defeat in quite a while. The first round, if you guys haven't seen it, that Gravity versus Aj match on the main channel, I would recommend at least the first round because I was kind of raving about it while I was doing cameras to the other casters. Probably one of the most mechanically well-executed rounds as a whole that I've seen in a good while. The skill was just incredible. That said, the thrill is going to be incredible in this one, so here we go. I'm Palidore, JG casting with me again, and well, let's get to it. JG, how about you take us away on this first joust?
What an honor. Let's see who will be here first. It will be Anomaly coming with a fast stacks and a fast disc, as that headbutt is going to get it soaring, but it looks like it will be Loveridge. Love. Yeah. Oh my god, I always think it's Loveridge, but it's Loveridge. Loveridge passing to Speedy V. Speedy V, a little bit too quick for the Anomaly stack, and that's going to be sent through, but Sweet Tooth will be there to catch it.
All right, and now a clear. There goes the redirects on the stacks, but also the redirect on the disc. Direct into the hands of -0. So up top, it'll be picked by Zenith. Zenith eyeing down that bottom pass. Well communicated from this team as Kangorillaz form out on the offensive line. A couple players now inside the bubble. The defense trying to collapse. The communication there on maybe an attempted pass or shot was as a Mad disturbed the goalie. We're not able to get anything, so Kangos are just gonna do what they are so good at season to season with every roster, JG, and that is reset and space out the floor.
Speedy V, gonna fumble a little bit, but still have possession. Chocolate trying to go for it, passing down to Mad. Mad gonna get the shot, taking the time. Exactly a minute in, and that is gonna be the first 2 points for the side of Kangorillaz. Let's see how Anomaly comes in this first joust advantage and see if their stacks can be up to par with Kang, or maybe Kang is finally going to be able to beat them, because I think Anomaly is still probably one of the fastest stacks for Masters, at least. I mean, you still got a lot of teams that know how to compensate with it, but speaking of which, it will be Acorn with that resetting to -0, -0, pass to Chocolate down to Sweet Tooth, and that's going to be a slam dunk. 16 seconds. What a response from Anomaly.
That was slick, that was quick, and that was Sweet Tooth from Chocolate on the great assist between those two teammates who have been season to season. I mean, they have been very closely linked, and I mean that in more ways than one. Talking about the chain links as well as just teammates in general. They're really on top of things there. So tying it up 2 minutes in as this joust goes out for the Kangos. A lot of aggression in the midfield, though, will perhaps cause a turnover for a moment.
They will have a little bit of fumbling, but it will be sent down through. Which stack will get there first? It will be Chocolate. Chocolate gonna send that down, but it will be Zenith catching it and sending it down through. But no, it's not gonna be able to be sent with it, as Sweet Tooth will find that possession, pass it to Chocolate, and Chocolate will get that reset all the way down. But that's gonna be a miscommunication, and that's gonna be sent all the way, and Mad will be there.
Oh!
Almost, but Chocolate almost saving it, but
excuse
unfortunately.
me. I think you mean Chicago Lit.
Isn't that the forbidden term? Isn't it like a technical goal?
Well, true. I did kind of unintentionally coin the phrase, and Dimly really liked it. So technical goal, but I like Chicago Lit. Just sounds nice. That said, maybe it sounds nicer than it actually is, but -0 here. We'll pass it off to Sweet Tooth, and it'll be a 2-point lead. Going for Kangorillaz now, but Anomaly looking to tie that up really quick, maybe even take a lead. But man, the slapper definitely slaps in the goal as Chocolate gets it to go. That's a chocolate roll, I guess. 4-4.
Got Chocolate dancing a little bit at that goal. That was a great shot. Oh boy, excuse me. Wow, that they recovered really well.
So much steez it made you sneeze.
Yeah. But yeah, I gotta say is that Anomaly is keeping up well, and even with the connoisseur votes, they're keeping up their strength. But it will be Mad passing it to Zenith. Zenith with the possession, taking it up slow, floating it along, trying to find a connection. Zenith still holding it. Will we have a hold forever, or will the stack be there? And it will be passed down to Loveridge. Loveridge passing down to Speedy, but Chocolate is there. Speedy ain't speedy enough, as that's gonna be Sweet Tooth with the possession.
Yeah, and back into the midfield. Also, shout out Dragon Slayer Clouds. I will gladly take a sip of my tea here in the next break. Warm the old vocals, because we got a lot of stellar, high level matches here in this stream here today. But that said, high up in the sky, it's Acorn getting by the stacks, and all of the wreckage, well, will punish that goal, which was open just enough. And 2-point lead for Anomaly.
They're keeping it up, Palidore. I've just got to say, this is exciting. I mean, first round, anything can happen. Maybe something else will happen second round, but at least for right now, Anomaly's keeping up their strength. And once again, looks like it's going to be a little bit of fumbling. Chocolate was the possession, but Speedy V will be there for the stun and with the possession.
Ooh, but leaving the stack there just by their lonesome after the stuns, and they just got back together after coming out of it. Overtook Speedy for the disc, although Speedy gets back on the other end. Sweet Tooth knocking Speedy there with a stun, or at least trying to, but Speedy getting the better end of that, and delivers over to Loveridge. There's a stack again, trying to disrupt, and disrupting at least well enough to cause some troublesome passes, as Anomaly looks to take this over once more, with that small lead, still half of this round remaining though.
Zenith almost getting the possession, but it's going to bounce kind of like a juke with the Geos. But Zenith will find the possession, passing it to Loveridge. Loveridge back to Zenith, a little bit of back and forth with those two duos. Once again, stun out, but Zenith will get that slap out, and Acorn will be there for the possession. Gonna get it all the way down into Trench. That's looking close. Chocolate almost getting it, but the shield is gonna say no thank you and keep it safe from another point from Anomaly. That can be sent all the way down through. Which stack will be here? We may never know. And it looks like it will actually be missed by Speedy V, and Sweet Tooth will be there, but the bounce shot, and Sweet Tooth with the save.
Ain't that the truth? And that's the tooth, and now maybe another 2. A passing play to Speedy V at the boot, and now at the back. No sweat off their backs, but trying to dust off their shoulders as Anomaly now, well, has it sent to Mad on an interception. So Mad, the right place, the right time, trying to find a pass right behind the back. But again, will just be sent outside and force Kangorillaz into another offensive set. Battle of attrition are these kind of plays, but Kangorillaz can do it with the best of them, definitely, as they just slowly make their way around. Although a little bit stressful on some of these passes, you can kind of see a couple unforced errors now. Will be a turnover, it looks like, as Acorn takes it over, and that will be a left lane clear.
be bouncing up. Potentially a Kong, but Sweet Tooth with possession. Sweet Tooth did a little bit of juke and anchor off the floor, almost there. Sweet Tooth with possession once again. That was close, Pally.
That it was. And those kind of shots, high degree of difficulty, but high momentum builders as they try to go into this bubble now. Very patient jukes there we're seeing as a good handoff play. And now the dunk! Chocolate going for the meta, dunking it like a donut. As currently Anomaly going nuts with a 4-point lead. 2:45 remaining.
Yeah. Someone in the chat saying, JG, why did you leave Anomaly? Well, I mean, from my previous experience, I've been in a gold team at Max, but they needed a Swagger Nuts to be there to, you know, get a substitute that can hold up just in case. But just in case, hold on, as that's going to be a stack. And Chocolate, wow, what a shot. 14 meters per second and 14 seconds of a response. And Anomaly's at 11. And this is a surprise for me, Polly.
Yeah, I've said it so many times this season. Kangorillaz is obviously one of the most skilled teams in the world for multiple seasons, whatever the roster has been. I mean, really, since the very beginning of competitive play in Echo as a whole, they've always been right there near the top. But this group here in Anomaly, on any given day, they can go crazy at the Master Division. Any team can take rounds off of any team as far as I'm concerned. We've seen it happen many times. As a nice dime from Mad to Speedy will get them back within reach. Down by 5, about a minute and a half remaining. Kango's looking to play from behind. And as I'm saying that, JG, Kangorillaz are also one of those teams. Again, no matter what the roster, they do tend to warm up more and more over the course of a match. Sometimes their first rounds, they get off a little bit slow.
I mean, yeah, I always like to say what a surprise that Anomaly's still keeping up their footage, but, you know, a lot of teams just have to take that first round, realize what they have to do, realize which team, like what part of the teams are doing good, what part of the teams are doing bad. But a shot getting a little bit too low from Sweet Tooth as Leverage will reset to Mad to Speedy. Speedy holding it for a little bit, and the stack almost for Anomaly will be there, but it will bounce up. Mad with the disc, gonna get stunned out as Chocolate will be there to find the possession, sending it down through the left top.
All the stacks now unwinding, unfolding, disc getting sent back to the tunnel, picked off by Mad. Mad realizing the time is not really that conducive to the comeback, but they're just trying to score if they can. Will be 11-6, 30 seconds remaining, and a fling from Sweet Tooth may just get it done as it goes deep into that bubble area at least, but sent out, slapped out, and recovered at midfield by Mad. 20 seconds left. Maybe a 2-on-2, make that a 4-on-2 for the Kangorillaz. A dangerous situation for sure, and one more goal capitalized upon by Kangos and Leverage, courtesy of the assist from Mad. A 3-point game. Unfortunately, the time is not on their side, so Anomaly, an impressive round to take this first one away.
I mean, yeah, Sweet Tooth, I just gotta say this, but the amount of flings that they have that just get sent all the way down through, just anchoring off. Sweet Tooth is just very just, what would be the best for it? Just very speedy and just very agile, I think is the word that I'm looking for, but just move it all around the place. And to wrap that up, Kang did come back at the end as they had that final opportunity to come through, but Anomaly did get the defense tightened up a little bit more and just try to make sure that they could get the first round. And even if they do, even with Kang being warmed up a lot more, now Anomaly has a lot more of a chance because they have 2 rounds to come back if Kang doesn't, or if Kang starts to show up more and get more points than Anomaly. But from all sides, hopefully Kang can figure out their passes, because I know there's a little bit of miscommunications from both sides. But as we are about to start up this second round, hopefully we can see Kang start to warm up and get those engines firing as the second round is going to start. Pally, take it away.
I will do just that. So, thank you for that hydration redemption, by the way, once again. Took a nice sip of that tea, and to the tea, we're teeing off on the start of round 2. So, thank you for joining me. I'm Pally of the Door Variety. We've got JG beside me. VRML Channel 1 rocking. It's rolling. Channel 2 just the same. These teams, they are going, and Acorn will claim that disc as it gets sent to the left lane. Picked off, actually, no, missing Speedy V. So, Sweet Tooth having to dish it out to the other end, and now recovered by Acorn. Acorn on the top. Dings, and right into the post it goes.
16 seconds, a lot quicker than the first round, Pally. So, I mean, both teams probably warming up a little bit more. That momentum is just coming off strong, and I think Kang still has a great chance to come back through here. It didn't look like their momentum was going anywhere but faster and faster, so hopefully as Speedy V will have that possession, they can start to get those points on the board, as that's going to be a reset right back to Speedy. Speedy down to Leverage. Gonna pass it down to Zenith. Zenith gonna get the 360 toss off, as Chocolate will find that possession.
Now it's a deep fling. Is that good?
Wow.
No, that's not good. That's great. Chocolate, the earthquake of a shot from deep, 45 meters to be exact. What a hit.
It just locked on, Pally. That's huge. 20 seconds, 14 seconds, almost around 8.5 minutes left, and they have 5 points on the board. That is huge for Anomaly.
That is, what a shot from Chocolate. That is a huge momentum building type of hit, and they might do it again. Sweet Tooth, 8 points in about a minute and a half of action. What a cascade, a cavalcade of just shot after shot, and this is coming in from 3 as well, so it's even more punishing.
Oh my, I'm just surprised. This is a complete turnaround. Let's see. Hopefully the defense can get a little bit stronger, as that was almost a steal from the Anomaly stack. Leverage gonna make that reset down to Speedy V. A little bit of deja vu there, as that's gonna be sent down. Mad with the disc. Gonna be holding off, trying to juke off the Anomaly stack. And Zenith with the disc, solo winning. That's gonna be through. Response in 17 seconds. First point on the board, or first 2 pointers on the board. Maybe this is the time for Kang to redeem themselves and start to get more and more, and hopefully we can see a round 3, Pally.
Oh yeah, Kangorillaz, as we were mentioning, a team that does tend to warm up more over time. Now, they got started off on the wrong foot, certainly here in this round, and credit to Anomaly, they were able to punish so very hard on those turnovers. And that said, a turnover there will just ping-pong in a triangle right back to Speedy V, who tries to find the right angle back to the teammates in the back line, kind of sailing in between the 3 of them before they're able to grab. But as YOLO says in the chat, and Pyro Games actually says in the chat, sorry, a lot of time. Lot of time, especially for a teams like this at this level. They can turn up the pace at a moment's notice and be only 2 points on the board. Next thing you know, they're up to 10. I mean, it can turn around in an instant. So for Acorn here and the Anomaly crew, gotta love what they're doing right now. But gotta keep on the pressure, or else Kang will indeed be able to come back, as we've seen it so many times before.
That momentum's coming strong for Kang. They're getting the passes, the resets off. Even if it's super close, they're still getting it through, as they will have the dispossession. Mad with it, but Acorn saying, no thank you, that is my disc. Sweet Tooth with the open 3, but
Nice.
Zenith with the save. And Negative gonna take that and just shove it in their face and get another 2 pointers, right back up to an 8-point lead. Anomaly.
Oh, great grab coming in. I mean, it was a nice stack to save the initial fling into the goal, but just as soon as you grab the disc, suddenly you're met with some knuckles in your grill and a shot in your goal. So Speedy V launching out, recognizing the situation. They're down 8, which is to say, given the momentum I feel like that Anomaly has, 8 points down is not too bad with 6 minutes. They're still fine, but Anomaly's just doing a fantastic job to pressure and keep that pressure cooking.
Speedy V with the possession. Gonna be coming up close and personal onto the defense of Anomaly. Gonna send it down through, but it's gonna bounce off of the left shoulder, unfortunately. A little bit of unfortunate bounces that are gonna come strong, as Sweet Tooth will get that sent down through, bouncing down, bouncing low. This will be another one. Acorn with the shot, and that's 11 points on the board for the lead of Anomaly.
Wow. Acorn now getting in on the mix some more. 13-2. And this is just, again, a barrage coming in. Every single turnover, or at least most of these, you're seeing one stack or the other just blitzing Kangorillaz, getting that disc, and finding themselves the advantage of an open goal. I mean, about to happen here potentially as two players retreat for Kangos. Anomaly trying to reset between those Kangorilla players, although pinging and ponging on the defense will cause some disruption and now force Anomaly at least into more of a half-court set, which theoretically should be to the advantage of Kangos here. At least just to slow them down a slight bit, but I take it back as bit by bit, they are taking bite after bite out of the Kangorillaz, 15-2.
Wow, that's gotta be a pause. What a shot! Sweet Tooth just coming in with the 360. That is crazy. Pally, I just gotta say that this is one crazy match. You gotta realize is that last season, I mean, Kang was second place and mostly the same roster as the finals. So Anomaly is still coming up strong, and I gotta say, is I've heard about the let's say the negative story and how the elder of the group, I would say, in their 20s, I do think, but it's just crazy as Negative is really good on the back end, and honestly, their roster right here with Sweet Tooth, Chocolate, Acorn, and Negative, they're coming out strong, and especially against some of the top teams on here, they can start to do some real damage. And a while back, especially on the Ignite match, they kept up their competition with Ignite, even though they didn't win, and it still went to a 2-win for Ignite. They still got points on the board, and they still held their ground. So Anomaly is developing more and more and just getting better and better. So kudos for them for just the huge growth for them, and hopefully we can see them coming closer and closer to I mean, who knows? That's the thing, is that more and more teams are being developed, new NEPA teams, as there was a new announcement actually that 12 teams in total are going to be added, which is crazy. Or not added, but in total. So it's interesting to see all of this happening and just all these new teams. I think the biggest goal right now for all these teams is just to beat Ignite, because they have been undefeated for such a long time, and we are going to get the unpause here. Pally, what a game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the timeout, much needed. I'm a little concerned for the Kang side of things, that might have been too little too late at some point. I mean, I know there's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, but definitely one of those situations where it took this lead ballooning to 15-2 before it happened. So it's a wise timeout, but let's see if it can get them going at all. If it just keeps on, well, let's see, going that other way. A endless, unstoppable train, just breakneck is that pace. Chocolate breaking it apart. 18-2. This is not, again, an anomaly in the sense that master teams, they will upset at times. Doesn't matter the rank, doesn't matter which position in Master. If you're in Master, you're the top 1% of Echo Arena. Which means that if you're showing up on one particular day, you're feeling a little bit extra good, you're going to make these upsets happen, and you're going to make it a reality. This case, Kangorillaz really being hit by a strong force.
Zenith's going to come with the slap from Mad, pass it through, and that's going to be an 18-second shot. You know, even though they are 14 points differential, they still got the momentum strong, and they're still getting off the passes inside of that bubble. Even with Anomaly's defense are super strong, they could still pop that bubble and get through, as Negative will be there for the possession.
And with that, into that left lane, maybe another opportunity, although just missing. 18-4, 3 minutes left in this round. It will be Sweet Tooth receiving a pass, just eyeing down maybe a bottom pocket shot as Chocolate tried to bother Mad on the goal. But back to the wedge it goes. To address chat real quick there, backwards boosting, no, that's all legal as far as I know. Nothing wrong with it, and I know for Anomaly, certainly a team who employs that quite a bit. Right now, they're deploying quite a bit of those, though, JG. That's Chocolate again, 20-4.
Chocolate coming in with 17 points out of the entire Anomaly team. So Chocolate MVP right now when it comes to points for the Anomaly side. But yeah, everyone, there's a few people in chat saying game's over. I mean, I think we are at a mathematical time, but I always still like to see momentum and just shot sent down through. Sweet Tooth try and go for another 360. It will not connect as Acorn will get a very weird headbutt as Chocolate will be the possession. Potentially send it down through, doing the juking and getting it in, as that is going to be a 16-point lead. Or no, sorry, 18-point lead, excuse me.
Yeah, at threat of a mercy now with less than 2 minutes left. And for Kangorillaz, this will be for them on the cycle, their fourth loss. They'll go 4-4 here in the cycle thus far. And certainly a couple of tough games there between the one against the Burners as well as now Anomaly here. For Anomaly, they're going to be able to capture in the next minute and a half their third win of this cycle. They'll be 3-5. As I said, man, the top 1%, Anomaly is showing why they are a constant threat and why they earn their spot multiple times to be in and stay in Master Division.
I try to get a little, Anomaly try to get a cut pass in there, it won't work. The connection was not there. Zenith will be there for the shot, but Chocolate preventing that. Speedy V with the possession. Speedy V gonna go for the shot, but it's gonna ding, and Acorn with the possession.
Oh, Sweet Tooth now from up high. Sweet Tooth winding and maybe another one. That's going to bounce awkwardly. That might have even had a chance. Looked like off the strange bounce it took. Nonetheless, though, will be retrieved by -0, and that is going to be it. The 2-rounders and the second round Mercy coming in from Anomaly. They've done it.
Wow. I mean, I got to consider this is that, as you said, I mean, Masters 1% of all teams for their region. You can see anything, even though they're at 10th place. If let's say High Voltage, they might go against the 5th roster or the 5th position, they might win. You never know. It's really just miss and match which team's gonna have more chemistry. But Anomaly going to win it in 2. What a quick match! I do believe we actually have a match coming up right now. Is that, if I am correct? Let me double
Yes, we do. We have Bangarang versus Corrosion coming up next, so we're gonna head off to an intermission. Also, Panda there in the chat. Didn't waste, don't worry. DM me, like when you redeem, it says DM with your team name, and yeah, I'll take care of that. Just DM me on Discord or here, but I'm less likely to notice it during middle of cast. So yeah, I'll be able to take care of that for you, just not an instant kind of thing. Don't worry, we don't rip off our channel points here. The prediction polls do that for you, if you're unlucky. So no worries, we'll get that for you guys. But yeah, quick intermission, and we'll be back with your Diamond Tier match again, Bangarang versus Corrosion. So do stay tuned. We'll be right back on stream.
VRware. Our passion is for the future. VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to VR Master League Channel 1. Here on the booth, I'm Palidore, being joined once more by the JG, one of the moderators. As of late, the new group of mods coming in, of course, and a caster from last season and this season. So, glad to have JG back on the cast, glad to have you guys back in the Twitch chat, glad to have myself back on VRML 1 for this primetime series of matches, and we're going to keep it going now. JG, we've got Bangarang, we've got Corrosion. In fact, we've got Bangarang back-to-back here within this next hour. So, what are you looking forward to on this match aside of the obvious? Two diamond teams just clashing heads here in the second to last week.
I gotta say the biggest thing is Big Bot coming from Anomaly to Bangarang. Obviously, just coming from Anomaly, just having a brand new spot as an actual main roster compared to I'm almost positive that Big Bot wasn't a rostered sub on Anomaly. I would have to go back on that, but Big Bot having a huge spot now. Bangarang coming in with 1300 MMR as we do get that ready up. Some well-known people from both sides. Shout out to Wet Taco for making a few edits that I always see now and then. But before this match starts, just want to say shout outs to Pro2 VR, Syria Products, VR Cover, HyperX, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net. Pally, take it away.
All right, doing just that. And we'll pump up the volume, don't you worry, Newt. Also, thank you to Buchabo for the Prime subscription. 5 months, bang for the win, says Buchabo. So cheering on Bangarang squad here on the orange team. Light has come, Wet Taco, Big Bot, and Ryruff. And over to Corrosion on the blue side. As I get the disc here, it's Avoid, Tortoise, Tony, and Time. And not a lot of time in this world because the speed as brisk as ever. There's Big Bot the clear. Right lane actually make it a pass to Ryruff.
Ryruff with the disc inverted. That bounce is gonna go a little bit roundabout through the tunnel. Ryruff gonna stun out Ryruff gonna send that down to Wet Taco. Reset to Light. Light gonna hold it for a little bit. Send it down to Ryruff once again. Getting that possession. Gonna be there, and that's gonna be a self goal off of Tortoise's head. It looks like an unfortunate goal at that, but that is going to be the first 2-pointer. 46 seconds in. Sidon for the side of Bangarang, coming out strong, just advantage now for Corrosion.
Indeed. Well, it looks like also in this match, Bangarang the heavily favored on the connoisseur vote on the match page of the website. 60 votes to 17. We saw Corrosion just the other day in venues as well on Saturday and what they're capable of. Although they did lose that match, it was so very competitive and close. Went to 3 rounds between them and Overkill, and you know, this is a team in Corrosion just looking to make their own names known or renown. Get that renown here as we make our way into that final week coming up soon. And maybe even a shot, had it not been the stack able to recover. Nicely done by Ryruff.
Fun fact, Big Bot actually almost made that shot, but it was a Void to save it. And a Void almost got a bounce shot through, but that shot's going to be clear, and that's going to be Wet Taco. They're going to slip up, and that's going to be 5 points for the side of Bangarang. And now they're coming off strong as 2 minutes have now passed on the clock.
Really nice hit from that deep end from Taco there. No, it's not basketball, but that Taco falls as it will be taken now by a Void. And that's going to be delivered right to the midfield as the stacks try to regather for Bangarang. Wet Taco and Light has come down the floor, zipping by to pick up the disc and reset it to Rough, that is. But a smooth pass to Big Bot, and Big Bot deep down the floor. Although there is a goalie in the area, that's a Void. Trying to avoid that stack, unable to do just that. Rough disrupting.
A Void will be there, bounce off of Light's head, but Tony will be there to steal it and get it sent down through, bouncing off the double diamond, as we like to call it, one of the Geos. As Time will get that sent down through, but it will be Ryruff to intercept that and hold it for a little bit longer, make it reset to the stack of Wet Taco and Big Bot.
And Light has come now from that tunnel, just trying to gauge what that stack was going to do. Saw them perch at the double. Unfortunately, what they didn't do was get back into the goal. It will be Wet Taco. That is lights out as the lights go on inside that goal. It's 8-point start to 0 for Bangarang.
Yeah, as there's 6.5 minutes left and no response has been made by Corrosion. I mean, we gotta see how this is gonna be played out. They can still come back easily. There's still enough time as that bounce is gonna be sent all the way down through, and Ryruff will be on the back end to catch that disc to Big Bot, and Big Bot will be there, almost the stuns. So he said, Taco, gonna hold it for a little bit longer and get that reset down to Light, as Light had only one hand working, while Big Bot will get that slap to Ryruff.
Yeah, the one-arm bandit makes an appearance here on stream, as maybe making an appearance into the goal. Big Bot sees a teammate, sees Taco, and Taco seeing a save from a Void. Absolutely stifling on that defensive end, although they're going to get it back for another chance. Now rifling it down to Light has come, but the one-arm bandit still yet to find his hands. Give him a round of applause. He needs it. Over to Tony, though. A clear.
That is going to be big for the side of Corrosion, as that's a little bit of a handicap, as Wet Taco will get that slap out, but it will be time for a point to come through on the side of Corrosion, and Time will send that down to Tony. Tony gonna go for the shot, and that will be there. Caster's Bless is my word has been marked, Pally, and it is now a 6-point lead for the side of Bangarang, but the first 2-pointer for the side of Corrosion, as there is a pause going to come through. Hopefully Light as Come will get that other hand working, as looks like they did get it fixed. So
There you go.
claps for them, as they can now finally clap that their hands are now working.
Buchabo in the chat there saying Light has one hand. Accurate. Wondering if maybe one of those things just hit a wall a little bit too hard, or just maybe had the battery die out a bit. Who knows? I know Light has come, and really all this Bangarang squad quite busy. Just on the scrims, on the private matches, all of the above, as so many of these teams are in the Diamond and Master Division, just trying to find their spots and secure their spots at the top of their divisions. Maybe make their way to Challenger Cup, which of course we have coming just another couple weekends away. Finals not long thereafter. We're into the thick of things here. And every one of these wins, even for teams not in the Challenger Cup, every one of these wins, JG, it still means a lot, I think, because it sets a nice tone to end the season. It sets a great tone in terms of being able to just stick together as a team. And we'll always see these teams who end the season strong, stick together through the off seasons. They come back the next time around even better, higher ranked than ever. I think there's something to be said about teams who are willing to stick through some of the tough times and just find what makes them tick.
I think the best example is probably High Voltage coming in. They did a great job, and I love to see their history.
An Anomaly as well, who we just saw, right?
Yeah, that's a bunch of great examples. As Time will get that 360 sent down through, but it will be Ryruff to send that shot a little bit smooth. Hence the name. That word does not exist, but what does exist is Time gonna send it down through and get that bounce shot up to Tony.
Well, Tony looking for that left lane bouncer, now turning around, searching for a stack to leech or a stack with. Will be had by Tortoise down the midfield and at risk, but will be taken by a Void. Has Time inverting and receiving the pass up the floor. This will be a number situation favoring the defense for a moment, as the offense does eventually gather around that bubble and reset to Corrosion to avoid here at the Cloud, making their way up.
Void, gotta take it down slow, just trying to find a connection. I mean, they have enough time to figure this out, as Time will get that sent down through, called out perfectly. 59 seconds, almost a minute response, but now Corrosion now has half the points of Bangarang. They are still in this, but they just need to, whatever they've been doing, they need to do it even stronger, better, and faster, as Bangarang, once again, with the just advantage.
Yeah, these aren't any daft punks at all. These guys know how to play. Light has come, trying to find a way, and brings it over to Big Bot for the shot from right beneath. 10-4, Bangarang pulling ahead by a little bit again.
I'm glad you got my reference, Pally. I'm happy that you did. That makes me happy that you got some good taste, or at least you know about some good taste in music.
I got some good taste in tea right now. Thanks again, chat.
Tea is amazing, but coffee, in my opinion, is even better during the mornings, but tea in the late nights. But Tortoise almost going for the shot, but it will be Ryruff avoiding that goal, but the stacks will be there. Light has come with the right pocket shot, almost perfect, but no, it will be oh so close. I could still probably fit my head in between that right pocket, but that's gonna be a 9-point lead for the side of Bangarang. They're still coming in strong, and let's see how Corrosion handles this.
You said something about coffee being the preferred thing. I can confirm coughing is terrible for a caster's voice. But 13-4 with 2.5 left, JG. No, don't you sigh on me. It's gonna be a pickup here. You know what you signed up for, literally. We'll be Ryruff with a disc. Oh no, not the train, not the train. There's the pain. Ryruff brings it up to 15. That's a big, big scoring mark for Bangarang.
That's gonna be rough for them. I wonder if there's like a confirmed way to figure out how to go against Joker trains. I feel like there is, but I just can't recall it. But avoid with the disc. I'm gonna take it a little bit slow as that's gonna be sent down through, but that bounce will not be there as light as come will get that disc possession, make it a reset down to bot.
Well, that will bounce kind of awkwardly right off that trench, the top of the ceiling into a time with a clear, but intercepted by Big Bot. Big Bot crossing it over to Ryruff at the midfield. Bangarang in very, very good control in this opening round. We always know the pace can shift on a dime for sure, round to round, but this one, Bangarang just in full control. So Corrosion, their best bets for a better round 2 is just to, of course, defend here, but more importantly, execute the kind of things that they want to execute in the second round. But they got to do it here towards the end of the first, so they don't have to, they can go in with some confidence is what you want to see from them.
That's going to be a great pass down to Big Bot, as that's going to be a self-goal from Avoid. Not sure how that happened, as I was a bottom pocket, maybe almost catching it, but a little bit too close into the goal. That is going to be, I mean, it looks like we are going to be out of mathematical time. I mean, anything is possible if you believe hard enough, but especially in the way that Bangarang has been playing right now, that looks like it's going to be a very solid first round 1-2 Bangarang.
I want a muffin right now, and I really believe it's possible. We'll see if those words come to fruition, but as the case may be, it's Tony. They are just on a mission for Corrosion to find their points. Being held to 4 points here, certainly not indicative of what the normal output would be from a roster like this, but just being met with a stifling effort coming in as Ryruff stuns the Void, just allowing Big Bot all the space to walk it in for a short-range goal at the kneecaps.
Is we're going to have around, 2 seconds a second left. That is going to be a 15-point lead for the side of Bangarang. Corrosion, maybe their chemistry on this first round melted away a little bit, but honestly, anything can happen, and maybe this second round they got time to figure out what they need to do, and maybe they just needed to build back up that defense after what's happened to that defense and offense. But Pally, what did you think about this first round?
Well, I think it's a case where Bangarang, I mean, they've already been, as a team, known for dominance last season as well, and they've been right there at the upper tiers of Diamond this whole time. For Corrosion, again, not new players by any stretch, but in terms of this roster, newer in the context of Season 4, so always going to be a case, often going to be a case anyways, of the meshing, right? Sometimes it'll take some weeks and just chemistry versus chemistry. Definitely, Corrosion is a team who has shown, as of recently, even just a couple nights ago, they have that chemistry. They're 4-1 on the records currently, so they've already had some nice success. But Bangarang, they're 10-4. You understand? 10-4. That said, anything can change. Anything can change. Round 2 coming up soon. What about you? Anything that sticks out in particular, statistics-wise or otherwise in general?
I mean, Avoid doing a great job at goal, even though there's a few self goals from them. It's still a great job, and I know, especially from being a goalie myself, self goals happen. They do happen, and you're just not in the right place. You are a little bit too, you're not in the right positioning, and then your arm just goes right into the goal, or a headbutt just goes in the wrong direction. But I do believe that Corrosion still has a good chance, but they just need to figure out what they did wrong and work on that, and whatever they did correctly to get them the 4 points on the first round, just do it even better.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see how this is going to be played out, because I've seen how Corrosion's played on different teams, especially since this is a newer team. I'm just curious to see how, new roster, new change, new everything can stumble up to some teams at the start, but obviously, kind of like with the team like Joker, chemistry just playing since, ESL? Or not, how long has, Palidore, how long has Joker been playing?
For a very, very long time. Very.
But
yeah, it's one of those cases where, and this is actually going back to the point I made earlier on, right, where there is something to be said about teams who do stick together. On one hand, I don't think it's inherently a bad or wrong thing that there are a lot of roster changes in the league and a lot of mishmashing of teams here and there. It is natural to the competitive development of a game and of a sport. So nothing wrong with it by itself. However, I think there is also something significant to be said about teams who do stick through it, because you look at a lot of the teams today who are where they are, whether it's High Diamond or in Master, or at the top of Master, right? They are, generally speaking, teams with a certain core of players, where even though there might be little changes here or there, they maintain that core and they're able to develop together. But if you're changing constantly, too constantly, that is to say, it's always a case where grass is always greener, right? You always think there's a better teammate around the road, around the corner, there's a better teammate that we can pick off from this team or that team, and always more opportunities. But sometimes it's not about individual talent. It's a big part, absolutely, but just as big a part of the equation is the team mechanics, the team chemistry, the ability to be so well familiar with your teammates, well communicated, and ideally liking your teammates on a personal level, that aside of the awesome communication that you expect to see from them, there's also a degree of telepathy. You know, it's stuff that only comes with time, and I don't just mean Tony time, although that's one of my favorite things in this league as well. That said, round 2, here we go.
Light has come, pass it to Ryroff, but it will be time with the interception. Ryroff with the possession once again, gonna make a reset to Wet Taco. As Wet Taco will take a little bit slower just to make sure that they don't slip on their own shots. Just slowly pushing up as that we pass down through, but Time will get the interception and avoid. We'll find that pass and send it all the way down through Bangarang's defense.
And deep into the recovery, it's Tony with a stun from Ryruff, however, loses the disc. So Ryruff now taking that away, waiting for that stack to gather, which they do for Bangarang, and deep they go. The stack kind of breaking off here, branching into Wet Taco's reach, but actually just outside it, as Big Bot and Wet Taco meet each other there. A reset well communicated to Ryruff, and just the same, didn't like the situation, so they reset even deeper, just to give him a bit of extra time to line up something. Although a Ricochet will give it back to Tortoise and Corrosion.
Looks like that back end from Bangarang is always getting the interceptions. As soon as they send it down through, at least Light is Calm, Big Bot, or at least anyone on the side at midfield are just intercepting those shots, keeping Corrosion on their toes, as Big Bot will send that down through to Ryruff. Ryruff gonna pass it down to Light is Calm, making that cut pass and getting it through. First 2-pointer, minute 22. As for the second round, Corrosion once again with their joust advantage.
Yeah, there you go. Very well done. They didn't like those looks earlier on, and even though there was maybe one struggled pass there that ricocheted off that wedge, that was one of, what, maybe 10 passes otherwise where the rest of them executed well. And because of that, because of the patience, they got the highest percentage possible shot, as Light Has Come takes that from the tunnel and resets deep back to Ryruff once again. They're back at the offense, looking in some pretty good control.
Light Has Come, trying to find the bright spot that just shines the most, as Big Bot will be open for the shot. Pass down to Wet Taco. Wet Taco resetting down to Light. Light unable to find anything, as Tony will be there for the send through, as that's almost gonna be cleared, but Light Has Come will be there for the interception.
And on the fling, well, taken out of there, and maybe even a missed grab, but either way, the defense getting back the 3 stack of players now splitting off into their lanes, trying to get that coverage. A good dive, but just missed the handles, as Wet Taco couldn't find the wingspan, but couldn't find the pass either to the backboard. So nice read from the goalkeepers. There were a few of them right inside of that scoring zone, and yet no score happening, and able to cause some more trouble and disruption at the midfield. But still again, Bangarang, another attempt here, JG, and this is proving killer against Corrosion.
I mean, yeah, as Wet Taco will get that through. Big Bot with the possession, gonna try and juke out Time, as that's gonna be another reset. So many resets from the side of Bangarang. That's keeping them, their offense strong. It's just repositioning and just resetting as soon as they ever think of it, as Ryruff will send that down through to Light, and Light will get the slam dunk. Some dips and doodles there, but another long minute passed. But Bangarang will come through. 4 points lead, and Corrosion yet to respond with any points on their side.
And shout out as well, by the way, to the Twitch chat there against the agent and the match smash right joining in and a Rowdy Artifact. Am I looking tall? Are we all looking tall? Good to see you in the stream once again. See Toki as well asking the round 1 scores. Slad's delivering, it looks like there. So hey, avoid for Corrosion with a disc. rolling out here. They're only down by a couple of goals. Not really a problem with 6 minutes left in the second one. So here we go.
Avoid gonna avoid any problems as Tony will be there. Gonna actually be one of the first times that they're gonna have the offense as Tony will pass that down to Avoid. Avoid inverted, looking for something. We'll find a somewhat of a reset down to Tortoise. The Tortoise will take it slow. Maybe a little bit of deja vu just with different players here as that's gonna pass down to Tony. Tony gonna go for the solo shot, and that's gonna be a technical goal from Ryruff. Unfortunate, but that will be a response from Corrosion. 2-point lead. Both teams, as we actually are about to hit halftime, this is a lot slower of a game compared to the first round, Bally.
Indeed, indeed. And someone help Newt over there in the chat because Newt definitely searching for the time. I think Newt found it. It is indeed Tony time. That said, a takeaway from Tortoise. So Tortoise time? Well, that's into the midline, and that's going to sneak past that midfielder. So Avoid, able to get through, able to get the pickup. Maybe an anchor shot, but no, taken right out of there as Big Bot had turned right around from the stack on the defense to recover. Fast as ever, furious as ever, rough as ever. No, I lied, it's smooth. It's 7-2.
What a shot. That is going to be big. 5-point lead for the side of Bangarang. They're back in this Pally as that's going to be a quick shot. Maybe this is a quick momentum change that they needed as 4:45 left on the clock. We're going to have to see how this is going to be played out. Let's see if Corrosion can come back in this second round.
And Avoid, yeah, exactly, trying to come back after that. Those are the shots, though, that can break the backs, just mentally speaking of a team. When you see those long heaves go in, it does something great for the offensive team, the team who shot it, but for the team who saw it go in, those can just add on to the stresses of the minute-to-minute action here in Echo and that balance of a mental game, of emotional game, things like that. Always tough. Those 3 points makes such a big difference, especially in today's game with how rare it is to get those open threes with frequency.
Especially at the higher levels, high diamonds, like when it comes to these high MMRs, I mean, even at lower levels, you could still see some fast stacks. If that's going to be a fast stack from Wet Taco, going to go for the solo shot, actually going to pass it to Big Bot, but Avoid. Going to get the slap out as Wet Taco with the possession. Wet Taco going to go for the shot, but that's going to be a slam dunk as Avoid will get stunned out. But to go back what I was saying, Pally, these fast stacks, from any level, I mean, like even bronze, I feel like back in like season 1 or preseason, I mean, I don't think there was anything, but let's say season 1, there was a lot of the strategies were at the higher levels, but now every team is getting out the fast stacks. A lot of time, you can't make 3 points, like you said, but time will be there, but it will be Big Bot gonna say time to intercept as Tortoise will be there, and a little bit of a mismatch happen at midfielder.
Well, that said, lighting up like a match on that stack. Look at that. Light is coming. Wet Taco, I believe, getting there in a absolute hurry to blitz the goal before anyone could recover. They're up again here. 11-2. Only 3 minutes remaining. Bangarang, who does have sort of back-to-back matches tonight. The other one is scheduled for about half an hour from now. But we'll be following them. Bangarang looking really, really focused here in this penultimate week of Season 4.
I mean, yeah, especially when you're casting 2 matches of the same team, it's always nice to see how the previous match helped them or doesn't help them. It's really just chemistry, momentum, and all that combines together, but Tortoise will be there. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. This is looking close, but still possible. They need to start making points. That can be passed down to time. Time got to get stunned out by Wet Taco. If that's going to be a slap, they can have potentially a time as Tony will be there. And it will be another point. 4 points on the board for the side of Corrosion. They can still bring this back, Pally. I believe in them.
Indeed. And Newt, I thought you liked me, calling me a fool. Feels bad, man. Well, alas. I'm gonna cry a little bit, but we'll be Bangarang going into the Jets.
As will be Tony once again gonna pass that through. Tortoise with the possession. Time will be there, but not enough as it will be that fast stack from Bangarang as Lightescom with possession. Lightescom gonna get that stack through, and that's gonna be another shot. 1.5 left on the clock. Looking like after a 9-point lead, unless I make 3 points very, very quickly, looking like this is gonna be Bangarang winning this into
Another shot is right. Anyway.
Yeah.
A minute left. High emotions here on stream today. But a great game from Bangarang. I mean, they've been just playing so well. So well.
As Tony will be there. I mean, even though if you are going to lose the match, it's still good to keep that momentum up, because any little point can matter a lot, even if it doesn't change the outcome of the match. Just chemistry and all. You just need to try your best. As that's going to be a bounce shot, and Avoid's going to get that save. They're still in this fight, even if the situation might not change, as time will pass that down to no one, except it will be Ryruff to send that down successfully through the tunnel. 30 seconds left on the clock. Light will unfortunately not find that, as that will be a close top pocket shot. But yeah, what a game, Pally.
Yeah, impressive effort from Bangarang here. For Corrosion, still you saw the signs, you saw the pieces that were there, and I think, as I was mentioning, as the recurring theme, well, maybe one of the recurring themes, but nonetheless, Ryruff sort of getting that against them. Will be 6 points on the board for Corrosion. The round will be over here in 2 to Bangarang. But yeah, to get back on that running theme I was mentioning, just a case of, I think, some time, and yeah, I'm not going to make the obvious one there, but Avoid, Tortoise, Toady, in time, okay? They're going to be just fine. Bangarang, they've been on pretty much a tear, I would say, really over the course of a full season, playing consistently at this top level of Diamond Division, and really chasing that master slot perhaps in the future.
I think that they can compete. I mean, there's still one more CC left to see who can bring in the master tier and really put in the slot, as sadly for non-master players, you only got 7 days left. I mean, that's, oh my god, Pally, season 3 felt like a millennium compared to season 4. I mean, maybe I'm just getting old and time flies when you're having a lot of fun casting, a little bit of playing, as I did get one Anomaly match in. That was really fun. But anything you got to say about this, Pally? This entire game, as you got a little bit emotional at that end. No.
I'm trying to collect myself. No, well,
Okay.
no, we're winding down the season, and I agree. It's been, I mean, part of that is because it is shorter. But yeah, all to the community feedback as well, being the reasons for it. So kind of same thing, these off seasons, pay attention to those channel point rewards, or not channel point rewards, sorry, the channel, well, I guess pay attention to the channel point rewards, which I will revamp for you, Newt. Pay attention to all the different channels in the Discords, and any, what do you call it, those feedback forums that come out, things like that from the mods. We'll probably be actually putting together one for the production team as well, so keep an eye out for that. Just relating to perception and opinions on VRML production, the channels, operation, things like that. Again, all that stuff matters, so if people feel a certain way, we'll try to adjust a certain way as best we can. The benefits of being, top to bottom ran by the league. Newt, don't make me put on a, what do you call it, slow mode on all of you folks. I don't know. See, I'm kind of like, I flip-flop on this. On one hand, spam can be fun. On the other hand, though, it kind of depends. It depends how much chat is actually going on from time to time. I don't know. I flip-flop minute to minute. So, do as you please. I don't care anymore. Confirm. Pally doesn't care about VRML. I'm going to get off this stream now. We do have like a 20-minute break. So, Bangarang is going to be coming back against, who was it here? Against Destroyers.
LA Destroyers.
The Los Angeles
Jinx.
Destroyers. And, Jinx. Is Jinx in the chat? That will be a very interesting one, actually, because, again, talk about two teams who are really just putting on great shows consistently at the high level. Los Angeles Destroyers, we saw them very, very, very nearly make it into Master Division in Cycle 1 Challenger Cup just 5 weeks ago. So, 5 weeks ago, yeah. So this is another team who is going to be a great threat to Bangarang coming up. We'll see if they can finish out the night, though, 2-0. And following that match, so in about 1 hour from now, a little less, we'll have Odyssey versus the Dallas, Texas Fan Club. And that may be it for the night, I do believe. Now over on channel 2, so that's actually rolling. I think we're gonna send you over there on a raid actually, because we do have the Denver Raptors versus LA's Skyline. Should be casted as I speak. Let me just go check for you, and can verify round 1, 4-2, and still 6 minutes left. So on that note,
actually.
what?
It's 4-4 now. It's tied up.
Breaking
Halftime on the
news.
first round. Breaking news. It's close.
4-4. All right. Here we go. So join the raid, or else. Nothing. Or else nothing.
Or else.
We're gonna send you over, and yeah, for you guys who want to see Bangarang again, come back against the Los Angeles Destroyers. That's about 22 minutes away. So join the raid. Be happy. Be merry. Be well and healthy and safe, and to each other be good. I did that all backwards. You see, got to change things up now and then. I've been Palidore. That's JG. Take it easy. I don't like that. I'll take it easy. Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR.